Hello, and welcome back to Mount and Blade Warband's Floris mod. I'm your host, well, in this instance, Arnold the Singer. Today, I'm going to do something a little different in my little video here today. Today, I'm not going to fight a battle or attempt some convoluted political machination. No. Today, I'm going to talk about troubleshooting with Mount and Blade Warband mods. Let us begin. Recently, my game has had a system at my Steam network has had a system update and caused a few changes in the mod. One thing, my character is now bald, which is bad. I've also given several of my companions books. Floris was one. Their books were in their inventory. The book should be right here. I gave Floris the Holy Bible, and it just vanished. It was meant to increase his charisma. If his charisma were to increase, well, then I could increase his intelligence, from which I could increase his trade. After his trade increased, I would then increase his trade one more by giving him the book that my character, Arnold the Singer, is currently reading, which increases trade skill, bringing his trade up to 8. But now I can't do it. Why? Because of the Steam update. Now, not only that, but my Chancellor, in Halmar at the very least, or perhaps everywhere, no longer have shirts. Now that's not that's not terrible, but Steam network updates do affect the mods for Mount and Blade Warband, at least if they were downloaded from the Steam network. You have to subscribe to a mod in the Steam network workshop under Mount and Blade Warband, and then you get a mod. Very easy. A similar thing happened to me back when I was playing the Perisno mod. Perisno jumped from 0.75 to 0.76 when I was halfway through playing as the elf Lucian. I attempted to... It resulted in my saved game disappearing. So I created a new game. But after another update, I believe, that disappeared and the old one actually reappeared. When I got into it, my character was missing all of his armor, some of his soldiers, and it was a little odd. I actually was kind of shocked and erased the game rather than continue it, because I didn't know what was wrong with it. Anyway, at the time, I thought it was the result of the game updating. Now, the Floris Evolved on the Steam network is a completed mod. It's not, they're not updating it, so there's no significant changes. But it is the Steam network updates that truly affect the mods for Mount & Blade Warband. I have come up with a solution to avoid this complication. First thing you do is you go to your internet connection, whether you use Wi-Fi or whatever. Just disconnect, after you've installed a mod and are about to play your Mount & Blade Warband mod. Disconnect from your network. Just while you're playing, you can reconnect after you're done. But it will result in there being no more updates from the Steam network. When you go into Steam, when you try and get into Steam, just put in your password. It won't connect the first time. Put it in again. And I think the next time it will say, do you want to go on Steam offline? Click yes, load Mount & Blade Warband or the mod, whatever. And, you won't get any more Steam updates, which I find, I'm almost entirely sure, affect the mods. And I think that is probably 90% of what is wrong with the mods. I mean, some mods are incomplete, of course, and there's still bugs to work out. But, I think a lot of it is just the Steam network updating. It kind of screws around with the mods. So, I mean, it does affect native to a small extent, I think, but, not as much as a mod. Because I remember when I was playing my native playthrough, there was an update, and I think one or two small things occurred. I can't remember what they are, but, it was so minor, it didn't bother me. But all my companions losing their books, and I mean, I bought, like, half the books for my companions, or more. I didn't like that. I still have my book, but all my companions have lost theirs. And I think there's the source of the random screwed upness that happens when you're playing the Mount & Blade Warband mods. Now, if your game is really, really screwed up, and you want to play Mount & Blade again, not the screwed up version that results from too many Steam updates, or you've downloaded too many mods and it's kind of screwed up the game, just uninstall and reinstall the game. That happened to me with the Perisno mod. My game was very screwed up and I uninstalled it, then reinstalled it, and everything was back to normal. And that, my friends, is my advice on the troubleshooting for the Mount & Blade Warband mods. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it has been informative. I'm not 100% sure if this is the right way to do things, but this is what I've taken away from my experience. I'm not as experienced as some other players, others on YouTube. I will not name any. But I think that's the best way to go about it. Simple as that, I suppose. Hopefully, some people, come come upon this video and it will help them. Right now, and from now on, whenever I play Mount & Blade Warband, I'm going to keep the Steam network offline to avoid any more updates, thus any more bugs in the game should subside. And when I've finally completed my playthrough of the Floris mod, I will reconnect to the Steam network and install a new mod, perhaps. I'm not sure what one, but it will be interesting, I hope. But because I'm not entirely sure of the extent what the update interfered with in the mod, I think I'm going to finish the Floris mod as quickly as I possibly can. The reason being, well, I'm a little tired of these political machinations. I've also been trying to build a stronger alliance with the Nords, but really it's just a non-aggression thing, really. This is I kind of looked online and found that while I was able to antagonize all the other factions to attack me in my first Parisno playthrough by building an alliance with the Redwood Nation, I cannot do it in this because this is based on, the Floris mod is based upon diplomacy, and diplomacy doesn't go quite that far with faction alliances. So I'm going to let my alliance with the Nords deteriorate into a non-aggression pact or something. Or perhaps I will keep them at arm's length. No, I think I'll just let it deteriorate until they go to war with me eventually. In the meantime, I am going to push the Rhodoks into their territory. The Saranids may go to war with me soon, but that's beside the point and not the purpose of this video. I believe I've told you all the information I have upon the subject. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I hope my advice was helpful. See you then. See you next time.